All right, we are in South Africa, and these two people, this lovely couple, are new friends of mine that I met here in the Durban area. KZN, right now we are in Zimbali, and I'm getting ready to go to the airport, but I wanted to get a quick interview of this lovely couple from Britain. Please introduce yourselves and tell us why you like South Africa.
My name is Gillian Curling, and I love South Africa because of what you can get here: good value for money, friendly people, wonderful weather, fantastic food. We love eating out, which we weren't really able to do in England because of the cost. But the cost of living here is really good, and pound for rand, you can get so much more than you do in England.
Okay. All right. And what about your
I'm
husband?
I'm Lance
Yes.
Curlin, the worst half of Gillian Curlin. I've been coming to South Africa for like on and off for 25 years, and we decided to try to settle here in 2022, December 2022. Why I like South Africa? It's incredible. Come and you guys will see why I like South Africa. But South Africa offers value for money. It offers warmness of the people. The people are really warm, really friendly. The beauty of the place, the landscape, it's incredible. It's absolutely stunning. And it offers inspiration for ourselves and also for our children and for our grandchildren, which we haven't had yet. I want to be in a country where where there's aspiration for our young black children, and even grandchildren I hadn't even thought of. But in the West, we know how the West is going, we know America's going, we know UK is going. We're not going to be political, but we can see it's all going right wing. South Africa offers thing. As Bob Marley says, until the colour of the man's eyes is no more significant than the colour of his skin. He said, Bob said everywhere is war, but we're not physical war. We're not coming out with machetes and guns, but we're using what we have. We're using our assets, and we're trying to take them, remove our assets from the West and put them into countries that appreciate us and appreciate people like us.
Very good, very good. I think we're gonna move because I want them to hear everything you're saying, and the music behind us may overtake some of the things you're saying. So let's change and continue in a minute. All right, we are back. We're outside in lovely South Africa. And we were talking about why this lovely couple loves South Africa. I understand you all have bought a house here, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yes.
And that's a huge move. A huge move. What made you comfortable enough to buy a house here? Why did you decide to do that?
Because my wife saw a house and liked it.
She looks happy.
But it's on a serious note. If you put what you can get in South Africa in comparison to what we have in London, it's a no-brainer. It really is a no-brainer. There's no comparison. Where we are it's just incredible. And also, as I said, we're trying to think ahead. We're trying to think of the future for our children.
Yes.
We're in a situation in London at the moment where our children will never be able to afford to buy a house in London where they live and where they're brought up.
Wow.
And
Wow.
our kid as parents just sit there. Some people, we're just sitting there, and we all know the realities are that our children will never be able to afford a place in London. It's got so overpriced at the moment. They can probably get to places like 60, 70 miles outside London, but not in their own town, So we just took a step and and also in London, we're at the bottom of the food chain, and the place where we bought our house immediately elevates us to the top of the food chain.
Yes.
So by being at the top of the food chain, we've met people like you, we've met people like us, We've met so many other inspirational people who all got the same sort of like objectives, same sort of goals, like what we do. And you know, when your children live those sort of places, naturally they're going to be inspired to do better. You know, you don't have a system telling them they can't do it.
Right.
You know, you don't have a system that would low expectation for your children. You know, so yeah, it's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
And it has been his dream for a very long time to come here and retire. But although we're not retired at the moment, we just thought, you know, things were going in London. You know, he's on a treadmill. We're both on a treadmill with our work. So we just thought, you know, we can't continue like this. This sort of life is not sustainable. And with COVID, you know, that gave us a real rethink. I got COVID quite badly and I was ill for 4 months, couldn't work. And, you know, you kind of think to yourself, you know, I'm not going to live forever. You know, I don't know what what direction our life is going to take. And I think that kind of propelled us to bring our move forward, or this dream of our move forward.
Make it happen.
Yeah, I think we had to make it happen because, you know, we don't know what is going to happen in life. You know?
Yeah.
None of us know. So I think, you know, health scares, health issues, what was happening in London, you know, cost of living, etc. That made us kind of think, boy, you know, we want to live and not just exist or survive. We want to have a life where we can, you know, go out and eat, meet people, live in a nice country, live in a nice place, you know, go to the beach, use our pool, you know, that sort of thing.
You're doing it. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen you do all that.
And we're happy and we're smiling. And, you know, even yesterday when I was speaking to, you know, one of our relatives, he was saying, "Jill, you look good."
Yes.
And
yes.
you know,
the smile is
you're
beautiful.
Pale, you know.
Yeah.
So best decision.
Yeah,
best decision.
talk about that. You know, your question: why would we want to live in South Africa? Look at us.
Why
I
would we
know.
T-shirts on.
Whoa. Yes.
Look at the weather.
Yes.
You know, why do we want to suffer in -5 in London?
Right.
In you
The
guys,
cold. It's either cold or it's rainy or it's gloomy or it's cold.
Have 3 coats on.
Wow.
When it could come out, sunshine all year round. You know.
Yes,
At our age, we don't want to be stuck in -5 all day and have to wear 3, 4, 5 layers of clothing.
Yes.
You know, we want to be out here in the sunshine.
The layers are done.
In the sunshine.
Layers are done, huh?
Offers the best weather all year round.
Yeah.
In comparison to, say, Cape Town or Joburg.
Yes.
Yes, quite temperate weather.
So how has it been since you've bought your house and, you know, you're living here part-time right now?
Yeah.
How's it been living here part-time? What do you, you know, how are you spending your time? How's it going? How's it going?
How's it going?
In reality, you know, you had a
Yeah.
dream, you
the
had
reality.
anticipations, but now you're seeing the reality. How's it
The
been?
reality is it's been beautiful. We've loved every single second of it. You know, I'm not going to gloss over stuff. There is negative stuff in South Africa.
Okay.
But where we are, we're fortunate enough to live in a good area, so a lot of that don't affect us. You know, negative stuff like they talk about. There's a crime rate in South Africa. Yes, there is a crime. I'm not going to deny that. But the crime, to be fair, it doesn't affect us.
Right.
The only thing we've actually had stolen from us was a monkey who stole my daughter's camera.
Okay,
Right.
for real.
Yeah, he thought it was food, so he stole the camera and then ran off, and we couldn't get hold of
it back.
But we've had no issues.
It just picked
at
up
all.
the camera from
Just
the
picked up
table,
camera
or
from
was
the
it?
table? We were down by the swimming pool,
By the
Yeah.
pool,
and the monkey just came over, thought it was food, took out the camera and thing. But you know, wherever the violence and stuff are concentrated within the townships, and a lot of it is between rival gangs. So for example, the taxi drivers versus the Uber drivers. You know, but when you're in a township, and you know, people that do the
neighborhoods.
stuff and stuff, but in a township, wherever you have poverty, you're gonna have crime.
Yeah.
Without that,
Yeah.
and that goes from
And that's in every
wherever you are
country.
in the world. You know,
Absolutely. There's crime in London.
Yeah.
Killings in London.
Exactly.
There's so
exactly.
many stuff and killings
Yeah.
in London.
Yes.
You know, and not only that, there's violence in London, but our politicians, they just come out with sound bites. They don't do anything positive. They don't do anything positive because to them, a black life doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You
oh,
know,
man.
it's if in the areas that we are, if we had some of the wealthy areas, some of the European children was getting killed like our black children on our street, then something would have been done. You know, to me, the powers that be has made it clear that they don't like us. They've made it clear that they don't want us there. They don't like us. And I'm thinking, why are we just sitting around and
It sounds so
taking
much like
everything that
America.
they're
You're
throwing at us?
talking about Britain, right?
Yeah,
It
Absolutely.
sounds so much like
it is
America.
It is. You know, it is. It's really gone. It's really gone bad, and
Wow.
it's so incredible because when you come over here and you go to so many countries, everyone talks so warmly about Britain, and their aspiration is to get to Britain.
Wow.
And I'm saying the reality of getting to Britain, you don't know what's entailed.
Exactly.
You don't know what's entailed.
Yeah.
But speaking to a South African, and they don't know about the hardships, etc., because it's been touted that Britain is this wonderful place
Right.
where you can earn lots
It's
of
propaganda.
money.
It's
where
not true.
It really is. And when we tell them, especially what a lady that came over, and she's, I want to go to Britain. I want to go to London. It's an amazing place. I hear that children, can get their own homes and things like that. They can afford to buy their own places.
Wow.
Like, where did you
What
hear
year
that?
was this?
And then we had to
That's a
kind
lady-
of really educate her on what life is like in Britain and in London
Wow.
specifically. That's where we
Yeah.
live. And she was shocked. She said, I didn't know it was
Yeah.
like that.
People are really having financial struggles there,
Real- real-
because the
Yeah.
cost of living just keeps going up. The housing and the food, everything's going up,
Absolutely.
right?
And
Yeah.
for some people, it's a question of whether I'm going to heat the house or
Wow.
heat.
Wow.
And it really does come down to that.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yes,
That's
it's
really,
tough.
really tough.
It's tough.
So congratulations to both of you for making this move.
Yeah.
It's a huge move to make,
It
but
is.
It's huge.
you're happy that you made it.
Yeah.
In,
Absolutely.
in the
yeah.
saying of the SAS, fortune favors the brave.
Yeah.
You know, and we wanted, because as I said, we've been coming to South Africa for such a long time, so we wanted to inspire others. you know.
Yes.
So I hope this video goes out. I hope people watch it and just like it and come out and experience it
Yeah,
and experience
I
it.
think
You know,
that's
just
what
come,
we want,
just
yeah.
come out and experience. I want as many of our people to come and experience the beauty,
Yes.
the warmness of the people of
Yeah.
South Africa,
Yeah.
as we have. I want them to see South Africa through our eyes, you know, because our story is being told negatively, but with so many media.
Right.
It's been in our head so
Right.
much, and they tell us that the only safe place to live is in the Americas, in the
No.
Europes, but we're here.
Yeah.
We're here, and
Yeah.
we're telling a different story.
Right.
Living
We're
the
telling
dream.
a
Yes.
different story. You know, it's incredibly beautiful, incredibly
is.
friendly.
It is. It is.
You know, and it's
Yeah.
it's so much more cheaper.
I
to
feel the
live here.
same way,
Yeah.
that there's so much to offer here for a comfortable life that we can't really see as much in the West.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
they say?
And
And you can work from dusk till dawn
Right.
and
You-
still come back for more. And you
right.
still
Like you
won't
said,
be
it's
able
just a
to-
treadmill, right?
Yeah,
You
it
just
is
keep,
it's a treadmill
but
of
not
life.
getting anywhere.
Yeah.
You're like
You know.
you're working,
Yeah, yeah.
You're making money, but then the bills.
Wow.
It's all going to bills,
Yeah.
and you're not getting a chance to really enjoy
Cost of
life.
living is up here.
Yeah.
Salaries are down there.
Yeah.
And they do not meet.
Yeah.
And another thing why we chose South Africa, I haven't been about a million countries, 50 countries like your son, but I've been to a fair amount of
That's
countries.
right.
You know,
Yes, you have.
throughout in my times. I've been fortunate to have been to a lot of places.
Yes.
I've been to about 4 or 5 different African countries,
Okay.
and although I loved it, I love Ghana. I went Ghana, love Ghana. I went Kenya, love Kenya.
Okay.
Tanzania, we both love it. My wife went to Gambia, didn't actually went to
Yeah.
Gambia.
Okay.
We both love it.
Right.
We all love it. But
Yeah.
you know, coming from London and to immigrate to one of those countries, there's certain things that we feel what we would miss. In coming
The
to South Africa.
conveniences.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, your little creature comforts.
Right.
Where we have those sort of things, you know. But coming to South Africa, you will not miss anything.
Yeah.
In Americas, in the UK, in Europe, because everything you can do in America, Everything you can do in Europe,
Yeah.
you can do in South Africa, and 10 times more.
Yes.
10 times more.
Yes.
You know.
And we have a Woolies over here.
Is that Woolworths is up in
It used to be,
is in
yeah, it
England?
used to be in London, but you know,
Okay.
it's here. But it's food based as opposed to
Oh.
kind of buying clothes.
Everything.
Well, actually, no, it does have clothes. Yes, I'm sorry, it does have clothes,
Okay.
ladies. So
Okay, so people who are
London
familiar
ladies,
with
you won't miss that.
Woolworths
You
is what
have
she's talking about
Woolworths,
for
yeah,
the Americans
Woolies
that
over
don't
here.
know.
Yeah, Woolworths.
We used to have Woolworths in America, but we don't anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what you find, you talk about Woolworths. What we found when I first came to South Africa, this was like 25 years ago, and we landed in the Cape Town International Airport. And first of all, when I come through the airport, I thought to myself, well, which is a third world country? Is Cape Town a third world country? South Africa a third world country? Or where I'm coming from at Heathrow? Because Cape Town Airport made the one at Heathrow looks absolutely like the third car. It made
Wow.
it made
Wow.
it look abysmal.
Oh, wow.
And you know, within my first few days, I saw literally every company I see in London.
Yes.
I saw in South Africa.
Yes.
So in other
They're here,
words,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the media and the powers will be. They're projecting to us that Africa isn't safe. Africa is full of diseases, full of poverty. But at the same time, every single company from the UK were out here making
They
money.
have
Why they're
headquarters
saying
here.
to us it's not a safe country to come to? How
Yeah.
does that work out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
it's and the just look at South Africa's history in the last 30 years. You know, they've won so many international tournaments has been hosted in South Africa. And when you have an international tournament that's hosted in your country, your infrastructure has to be good.
Be on point.
You know,
Yeah.
in London we spent God knows how many billions to get our city up and ready for the 2012 Olympics.
2012.
2012
Okay.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, but South Africa was winning all these contracts and
Wow.
World
is
Cup,
that?
2 rugby
'Cause
World
it's
Cups,
beautiful here, right?
cricket World Cups and everything. And then you got to think, well, why are they winning those contracts for hosting all these international tournaments?
Yeah.
You
If
know,
it's so
It's
bad,
if it's
you
so-
know,
if it's so bad.
They
poverty,
can
et
accommodate. They
cetera.
have everything to accommodate millions of people. yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Getting hot out
Wonderful
here.
one. It is hot. It is hot. I think I wanted to. Oh yes, I wanted to ask a couple more things before we go. You all have a beautiful home. You were invited me to come see, and it's a large house. It's 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, has a pool. It has a beautiful ocean view. So I wanted to, it's going to be in another video where I actually highlight your Airbnb.
Right.
But could you just talk about why you decided to do that as well, the Airbnb, and how's it going?
Well, the Airbnb is going pretty well. We had perhaps about 80% occupancy or 85% occupancy in December and January.
January.
It's a
Wow.
little bit quieter now, but why we decided to do it? Simple. We have to finance our way of life. We have to finance 6 months out of the UK and 6 months thing. So ideally, we do want to create businesses and so forth. We've got a few ideas. The Airbnb is one of them. So eventually, what we intend to do is get another place for ourselves to live in,
Okay.
and use the current place that we have as an Airbnb,
Okay.
or the other way around. You know.
Host events, etc.
Yeah.
So we're looking into different avenues.
And we've got our first wedding on.
Yes,
we've got our
we
first
do,
wedding
on the
on
17th
the
of
17th of
April.
April. So
Wow.
that's
so
that's to
nice.
look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's. I mean,
You're able to, employ people.
yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
in
we
your
have
business, so
we
that's
have a
right.
housekeeper who looks after the property when we're in England, and then we have a gardener who comes in twice a week, and then we also have a helper who comes in at the moment once a week because it's just us there.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
employ
yeah,
3
yeah.
people, and
Okay.
when we have quick turnovers, we employ more helpers to actually help, clean the house, turn it over, ready for the next booking.
So
Okay.
that's so
Can
nice.
I just touch onto that?
Sure.
What you just said, Antoinette.
Uh-huh.
That we employ people. Okay. So this is one of the reasons why we want as many people from the diaspora to come over and do what we've done as well.
Yes.
Because we feel, although small, we've got a small team around us, but then we've recognized them as someone like friends now, friends, and someone that's so loyal and so good.
Very lucky.
But you know, yeah, we've been lucky. But you know what we've done, and we've actually do. We've treated the people that we've employed like humanely.
Yes.
We've treated them nice.
Yes.
You know, they're like our
Respectfully.
friends. You
Yes,
know?
I'm sure
they
they're
know
very
they can come into
appreciative.
our house. They can go in the fridge. They can take out food. They can make themselves lunch.
What a blessing.
And you know what, we talk to them nicely. We don't just say come here and do that.
Or
Right.
micromanage
say-
them and go behind
Yeah.
them to look
Right.
at
You know what I mean?
what they're doing.
Right.
And a matter of fact, we've actually got our carpenter in the house at the moment
Yeah.
while we're here.
Wow.
So we trust him
Yes.
enough to leave him to get on with his work.
Yes.
And when we come back, we just say
Yes.
bye. you
Yes.
know, so-
And our gardener, my
Oh.
gardener is working, he's a lovely man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm
So
out there as
loyal.
well. I get my hands dirty,
Yes.
get my knees dirty, and show them that I can do whatever I've asked them to
Well, they
do.
work
Right.
together.
And you know we just treat people better, and we also pay them a bit more money than they
Right.
would actually earn
From
through
some others.
through the Europeans. And so you know, in a nutshell, by coming over here, we're actually helping
Yes.
to improve the life
Right.
of some of our brothers and sisters that's over here, that's been ill-treated and
Exactly right.
working for the man and so forth, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
one of the
feels good
reasons
to
as well.
be able to help our brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
We know we have dealt with things unfairly, unjustly
Yep.
in our home countries, and we know here it's happening as well.
Absolutely.
And you know, as I look in the world is where I may want to live outside of the U.S. I've looked at a lot of countries, and there are a lot of countries where people are nicer and nicer than my home country is what I'm saying, and the cost of living is better. But you know, it's nice to come and see your brothers and sisters here and help them. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to do that. So I'm trying to do everything. So we'll see. But I know what you mean. You know, and people have to think about that. You know, this is a beautiful place to be, and you can also make a difference in the lives of people
Yeah.
like
And
ourselves.
There is high unemployment, so you know,
Yeah.
you get people in, you show them, you know, that you trust and you respect them.
Yeah.
They want to work for you. You know, as I said,
Yeah.
we have a very good team, not just a small team, but the wider team. Like our plumber. You know, you
Yes.
can call on him day and night.
Yeah.
You know, the electrician. Just all these sorts of people.
Yeah,
who
people
know
are
us, they
willing to
come,
work and
we
they're
sit and
nice.
we eat. Yeah, absolutely. Our housekeeper got a big up and Diswa Zuma.
Uh-huh.
You know, she cooks for
Uh-huh.
all that. If we have workers come in, sometimes we have a team of 12 men, you know, coming in the house. In order
Wow,
when
wow.
we first came and we had to do work on
A
the
lot of
house,
things.
etc. She would be cooking her, you know,
Uh-huh.
on the pot.
Wow.
And you know, so it's a family affair. It really
Uh-huh,
is. So,
uh-huh.
and as Patrick, our gardener, says, you know, if we're happy, he's happy.
Yes, wonderful,
And that's how we live.
wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad things are working out for you all, and
Thank
congratulations once again.
Thank
so
you.
much.
All right,
Thank
all the
you.
best.
All right, thanks.